Massachusetts tonight. So much great history here on the ice. For Esposito. Let's see what's in store tonight. Lot of bounce on both blue lines here, and we are about set to drop the puck here at center. The Jets take possession to get this one underway. Play whistle dead, offside the call. Lots of time left in this period. Still looking for our first goal. And they win that draw at center. Boston's on the attack. The Jets have it from their own end. Quick feed to Sandberg. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Shot! Oh, and he can't bury that one!
You don't get many opportunities like this in a game, James. You have to execute. He completely misses the net.
Sends one across, and that's taken by the defense. Winnipeg's got it against the boards. The Jets carry it along the wall. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. The Bruins take it across the line. And he loses control of the puck. Sandberg stick handling in his own zone. Boston's got it now. Takes the pass. Back to the goal line. Comes up with the stop. Rips it. And the lane's clogged up blocking that. Moves it to Aspero. Here we go. Look at this. They're really applying the squeeze day in the offensive end. And they've got it in their own end here. Right up Main Street and on the attack. Denies it with the pad. Grabbed along the boards by Iafallo. Oh my goodness, it stayed out. What a save.
It was all but in, James, and that athleticism and the will to get to that puck, that was on display. Such an impressive save, James, and I love to look at these ones again because it's not just being in great position, it's being desperate. It's finding a way to get to the puck, keeping your eye on it at all times, tracking it, out-battling and out-willing everyone around you.
Past the midway mark in this period. Still scoreless in this one. Boston's won the defensive zone draw. Through center. Unloads from the blue line. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Puck possession so critical. Another face-off coming up here. Zachas won the draw here, and they'll go on the attack. Puck goes out of play. We got a face-off coming up.
Really want to look at this last save again, James, because this is about taking it to the next level. When you have this level of competitiveness, athleticism, and desperation and urgency in your game, you know that goaltending coaches, they can't just teach this. This is instinctual, and this is what winners are made of.
And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession.
Hellebuck's last save was outstanding, James. I mean, it was a valiant effort. That's what gets it done. It's beyond the skill to be able to make a save. It is the will and the compete level that energizes everyone around him.
It's a contact sport, people. There's proof right there. Here's a shot. Oh, how did that stay out? What a save by Hellebuck.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Puck scooped up by Pionk. Off a stick and they can't connect. Here's a feed in front. And that goes off a stick and off target. Takes that pass back to the point. Hammers the shot. Denies him. He got all of it. My word, they really got them hemmed in here in their own zone. And they skated out of the danger zone. He grabs the puck here on the point. And he was right there to make the stop on that play. With the blast. Makes a save. Cool and calm under pressure. Here in the late goings of the period, we're still scoreless. Taves wins the draw on their own end. Here's a short pass to DeMello. Takes the feed. The Jets played along the boards. Here's a shot. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Swayman. Period number 1 in the books. First intermission entertainment is on deck here. And you can also have time to go grab a drink, grab a hot dog, and we'll be back with period number 2 in moments.
Who do you think is the fastest skater? We'll answer all of those questions in our skills competition. For tickets to one of the most exciting competitions this season, check our website out.
Opening face-off here. This second period is about set to go. Still zeros on the board as we are now underway in the second. Well, Cheryl, how do you sum this one up through the first 20 minutes?
No one really being instinctually aggressive out there, James. Everyone just making sure that they're in good defensive posture. But when you're in that kind of structure, sometimes you don't jump and the loose puck is there for the taking and you don't get going north. As a result, there haven't been any shots in this game. And I gotta say, it's not very entertaining.
The Bruins gain possession along the wall. Sends the pass over. And down he goes as the puck goes free. Feeds it over to McAvoy. Slides the puck into the offensive zone. A chance at front! Scores! What a finish on the play!
He does a great job of maneuvering his body to get available in tight to the goaltender. Anytime you're net front, you want to find a way to get your stick on a puck. This one-timer that he's able to get off, keeps the goaltender clean.
Boston's got to be feeling good about themselves, finally breaking through and getting one here in the second.
And that's a good one to get, James. They can finally breathe a sigh of relief as they've had possession, they've had the shots, they've had the opportunities, and finally they convert.
Picking up steam in the offensive zone. Turns him away. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. The Bruins have taken a 1-0 lead. Zach has won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. And that's off target as it hits a body. Loses his balance on the play. Puck grab by DeMello. And it's a quick pass to Connor. Play is called for offside. Boston's coaches were preaching lots of shots on net, and they have done it and lead as a result here in the second. Taken by McAvoy. Takes a shot. Comes up with a stop. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Centers glide into the dot as a face-off ready to resume play. And they win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. And that's poked away in the offensive zone by Middlestat. Boston's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Knocked away. Puck picked up by DeMello. And he takes the pass. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. Picked up along the boards by Lowry. Comes up with the stop. Middlestat's lugging the puck. Steps across the line and on the attack down the right side. There's the whistle. We've got an offside. More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. We got a 1-0 game to this point. Boston's won the draw in the neutral zone. The Bruins take it from the side. The Jets gain possession in their own end. Sends it quickly to Dewar. Here they come up along the wing. Boston's got the puck along the wall. Moves it quickly over to Lindholm. Down the right wing and into the offensive zone. The Bruins get a hold of the puck along the boards. Boston's got it in their own zone. The Bruins take it along the wall. Denies him with the save. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. And now it's grabbed by Nyquist. Backtracks with the puck, but maintains possession. Boston's got the puck. Geeky's got the puck in his own zone. Zadorov's got it now deep inside his own end. Shot! Oh, what a stop at the glove by Hellebuyck.
Well, this save looks easier than it actually is. I mean, when you have a shooter right in the slot, and you know that you got to find a way to get your glove on it, you got to be fast, you got to be quick and show those reflexes. He does that and makes the save.
Winnipeg's got possession here in their own end. Looks to pass it to Scheifele. Less than a minute to go here in the second. Shot! Oh, how did he keep it out? What a blocker stop by Swayman. A little bumping the rep. Scores at the buzzer, and they get one.
Well, coaches always say the first minute and the last minute of every period are critical. Well, now they've got momentum heading into the next frame. They got to carry it forward.
The Jets have been pressing, and they finally get rewarded for that goal.
They get rewarded, and now they can't sit back. They have to continue to attack and look to go ahead.
40 minutes to play in the books. Both teams will get one last chance to catch their breaths, and then it's on to period number 3 next.
Hey fans, great tickets are still available to our next home game. Please visit the box office and get them while they last.
Welcome back, everyone. Both teams lined up at center ice, and we are ready to get this third period underway. Here we go. We're in the final frame here in this one, and it is still up for grabs. Answers the call with a big save. Hellebuyck's got it, and he's going to hang on as we get a whistle.
Well, he's been dialed in right from puck drop, and he has been under siege, James. Nice job to hold on to that puck. Now they can hit the reset button.
We're still in the early stages of this period. It's all tied up. Boston's won the draw. No room for that one to get through. Loses possession after he takes a little hit. Hellebuyck's got them, and we've got a fight.
Yeah, the physical engagement here has been off the charts, and the discipline has to maintain itself, but a good toe-to-toe fight sends a message.
And drops the hammer on that one.
Yeah, the clear winner as that final punch perfectly executed and a tough one on the other end. Over to the penalty box they go, James, and they'll get some much-needed rest. Well, it's going to be 5 minutes. They can get some water and relax.
There, and things have finally cooled down as both teams will settle in for the face-off. Winnipeg's got the puck after winning the defensive zone face-off. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. Hangs on to the puck after taking a hit. Inside the offensive end, now down the left. There's the whistle. Let's get the call from the officials. The Bruins are going to be short-handed as they are called for tripping.
Connor's got that zone ability that helps him generate scoring, guys. With more ice available on the power play, let's see if he can get a good look here.
Boston's got the win off that draw. From the open ice, they gain the line. The Jets grab possession to the puck. Connor's taking it from his own end. Perfetti's got the puck. Back to the point it goes. And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. Zaka's got it across the line. Picked picked up along the wall by Middlestat. Oh, and he whiffs on it. Puck scooped up by Middlestat. Winnipeg's looking to break out of their own end. Right through center and into the offensive zone. Oh, wow, what a pad save by Swayman.
Pasternak's almost out of the box.
The Jets get nothing here on this power play. We're back to even strength.
I really like what this PK unit has done, and James, in my experience, I know what it's like.
And here we go. And scores the takedown, and that'll bring this one to an end.
Yeah, gets his weight over him and takes him down to the ice, and he's going to be the victor in this one. You can see that they're still out of breath after that duo, that back and forth action, and they'll just sit for 5 minutes, get some much-needed rest. As fighting, it can be exhausting.
Well, it looks as though the tensions have finally simmered, and we're ready to get back to what we actually came here in the first place for. Hockey! The Jets will play it from the defensive zone. And he slides it quickly to Connor. The Jets pick up steam and are on the attack. Oh, what a move! And he comes up big with the stick save, getting all of it with the paddle. Big stop by the keeper. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. The Jets have it now. Streaking into the attacking zone for the right. Here's a shot! Penalty coming up as the play's blown dead. Steves is going off for 2 minutes. The Jets once again send out their power play unit.
When the power play is struggling, you got to get pucks to the net, and you have to have net front presence. Take away the tender's eyes. You know they work on it from a young age. Puck tracking skills, anticipation. Don't let the tender see the puck.
That opportunity's rejected.
But fortunate for him that these masks are made so well nowadays because he just got his bell rung.
And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Still some precious time left on this power play as they get set to drop the puck. Shifley's won it in their own end. Across the line from center. Here's a chance. Oh, and he didn't get all of it, but enough to keep it out of the net. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
This is just great puck control to put the puck to the corner. No second shot opportunity.
To his teammate. Winnipeg's looking to break out. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Puts it on net, and then caroms right off the mask. Considered a win for the penalty killers as the power play fails to execute.
Well, everyone is up. The coach knows exactly what the PK unit had to do, and they got out there, they were responsible, and they took care of business.
Well past the midway mark of this period, we got a tie game. The Bruins win the defensive zone faceoff. Looks to make a play over to Arvidsson. Here's a chance on the attack. And he gets in front of the slot shot to make the save. Hellebuck's going to hang on for a whistle. Centers get set as they're ready to drop the puck again. Saka's got it. Now they'll look to see what they can do with it offensively. Turns aside the slap shot. Wow. Now a quick pass to Iafallo. They're going to go here.
Well, the tempers are flaring and changing the momentum of the game. Let's see who the winner is.
And there's the takedown, and I think not a moment too soon, at least with one of these fighters.
Yeah, if you're the one that's underneath and on the ice, you want to take your 5-minute ticket and march yourself over to the penalty box and get your rest. The Jets showing some physicality and some toe-to-toe. The mitts go flying there, and that fight is going to silence the crowd. They're the clear victor in that one.
Both teams lined up in the face-off circle after the ice was finally decluttered moments ago. Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. And that skips out of the offensive end. And that's just out of reach. Scooped up along the wall by Lindholm. Here they come on the attack down the left side. Takes a shot. Scores! And we take a drive to Clutch City as they take the lead.
Well, the lead is in their hands, and now it's about building off of that. Good shift management, dictating pace, controlling the offensive zone. Everything now, it's on the line. Well, this is a really smart shot through traffic, James. The recognition of the net front presence in screen, and the goalie drops to the butterfly position, really tries to make himself as big as possible, hoping that the puck just hits him because he can't see it.
Boston's gone up by 1 here in period number 3.
And you know that they recognize that they've got the lead in the third period, so they have to be defensively responsible, but you can't just sit back and protect. You got to be aggressive when you got the moment and take advantage of it.
Denies him on the slapper. The Jets will play it in their own end. Great reach with the poke check. Puck grabbed by Arvidsson. Directed over to Zaka. Nice zone entry from the middle. And that pass is redirected. Under a minute to play in this dandy. Along the half wall with the puck. Coughs it up on the play. The Bruins have it now. Scoops up the puck here. Penalty coming up. The Jets have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Whistle blown, stopping the play.
Oh, late at the end of the third period, you have a 1-goal lead. Now you got to kill it off. This is a critical juncture for the PK unit.
The Jets send their man advantage unit out once more. Corrales won the faceoff. The Bruins are across the line and into the offensive end. And he can't hang on after that hit. A shot at the empty net. And that's blocked. Puck clears the zone and they'll be forced to regroup. A shot into the yawning cage. Fires to the empty net. They score.
Yeah, and this one will all but seal the deal, James. A real insurance marker and a game well fought and a win well earned. Well, you can see the body language on them, James. The dying moments of the game, and they're able to get the empty net goal. Everyone can take a deep breath here, as that should do it.
Boston's effort has really impressed me tonight here, Cheryl. And after that, EN in the old statistical book only adds to their lead.
Yeah, and it's going to be all but over, isn't it? You know, you put it in the 4x6, it's empty, and you know everyone just starts jumping because they realize they just won the game.
And that'll close the book on this one as the final horn sounds. This game was ultimately a lot closer than the score indicates tonight, Cheryl.
Yeah, it was a 1-goal game, and then you pull your tender and hope that you're going to get back in it and try it to get it to extra time, and they're unable to do it. They had the urgency, they just couldn't finish.
Now the fans are getting loud once again to salute their Warriors here, Cheryl.
Oh yeah, this is a lot of fun. I mean, this is the connection that you see between a fan base and their team, and it's a tradition, right? You come out on the ice and you want to salute them and say thank you for providing energy throughout the game.
Well, we certainly had a great time tonight. Everybody in the broadcast crew as well, and from all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cebulski wishing you a safe and healthy night, and we'll see you down the road again soon.
The baddest motherfucker ever. God damn.